Hello, hello, hello. Gordon Gecko here with another episode of my Come on Malta save. This will be the start of the third season. We managed to climb, as you already know, we managed to climb from the fourth league to the third league, and last season, on the second season, from the third division to the second tier of Maltese football. Well, it's been two seasons, two promotions, but I theoretically, now that we are in the first league, which is the second tier, I'm not sure that we're gonna be fighting for anything else besides not being relegated. But first things first, let's look at the finances. Uh, we're still going down. The projections are not good. So in the end of the season, we are supposed to go on minus 361k. Uh, and until in the next two seasons, the situation is supposed to deteriorate. I actually have the double of the wage budget I had last season, so now I'm on 13.38k per month. I'm not spending close to that. I'm spending around 14k. I don't think I need that much. We can see it here. Well, I'm actually spending 13,000, so I'm still 4,500 away. I was also allowed to get more staff. So I'm looking actually for um, a physiotherapist as well as um, a fitness coach. I think those are the things that I'm looking for. And then I'm looking also for a new scout. Of course, being this a lower league management save, I had to post advertisements and I'm waiting for people to respond. Anyway, here I didn't change much. I think the team of my staff has been doing quite well in the past, so I'm not changing that much. Looking at the club, we are still semi-professional, of course. Even the teams on the first or on the Premier League on the first division, most of them are semi-professional. Uh, None of the teams of the derbies I'm gonna play with them anymore because they are divisions down. Um, what else is there to say about here? I wanted to say something. Meaning Malta. Yeah. Just looking on how we are at the moment, clubs, list of clubs. So there's only one team. What is this website here? I don't know. There's only one team that is more than one star. That's Vikukara. They won last season, I think. The rest of the teams, there's a few teams on the Premier League, or most of the teams on the Premier League got one star, and the rest is still half star like us with local um, reputation. I mean, we were before we were local, we were obscure, but now we're just local. Also, in terms of coefficients, we don't have nothing. We never participated in the leagues, and we are valued at nil, as do a lot of other teams because they are deep in depth. Sorry, depth. Sorry, my English. So Bikikara, Valletta, and Hibernians are here at the top, close to a million each. Uh, as soon as I mean, the problem here is that I'm not making money anyhow in anything. Um, I haven't sold a single player yet, well, at least for money. Um, and all of the money comes from the competitions, which is not that much. I mean, let's check with the how much I get if I make any money here. Just rules. 2,500 euro for the first place. That's not much. Um, Another thing that is important to say, and let's look first at those stuff. We'll come back to the league. Let's look at the players that we bought in. So transfer history, I think, yeah, still last season, or still last season, I let some guys go. This were already. I had covered this already. Uh, So this season, the ones I let go was as a part of Financial Admit. They were already they were on non-contract basis, like amateur contracts. They were not performing that well. Also, mid to left, Ferrugia and Sandowski. Sandowski mostly the one, a guy that I had faith on last season on defending left. He was probably one of the worst positions. So I had to let him go also. Also, this I don't know if they had clubs already. Yeah, Zamet, our striker, he went to the third division or fourth division, yeah, fourth division. Ganache also to the fourth division, and Azar Party to fourth division also. So you can see that getting rid of these was not a bad thing, as they all went to divisions pretty much below. So we had since we climbed one to the first division, we got a lot more options, and I decided to look at the team and see what players I needed, and these were almost for all the positions, with some exceptions. The three goes what I got. It's a mixture of young players together with guys that I really need as key players. So starting with my midfielder left, it will be Aaron Accuse. He was on a free transfer, but he comes from Premier Division. He didn't play that much last season, like just 4 games. He's still Premier Division experience. Connor Borg, he was with us last season. He was on a loan from Juliana, and he played well, and he was on a free transfer, so I just grabbed him. Marco Calleja, or Calleja, another midfielder left, also plays defender, which will be probably the position he will play mostly at. Good physically, not extremely good here. Decent player for most first division sides. Um, he played last season in Persian, a team from. This is another championship from another island in Malta. It's a completely different division. But he has Premier League experience, not many games, but I mean it's the best we could get for this position. Alexandro Restuccia, he's Italian, defender right. He'll be mostly on the bench to be honest. Also, I didn't like the fact that he's Italian. And now taking an extra side here, uh, you remember that in the second tier, in the fourth, or in the third tier, in the fourth tier that we played, we can only have one foreigner at the time on the 11 that we're playing with. Coming to this division, now we can have three. So my total squad now has 4 foreign players. This would be one of them. This would be the guy that will be most of the time on the bench, is Dushima. And where did he come from? He actually comes from the second division where he played okay. He has some Premier League experience here with Fuyana. Also comes from Italy. He was in the Serie A actually in Catania many years ago. I don't know, not one of the top signings. Jeffrey Spiteri for the defense. I think the defense is probably the place that we have weaker players. Spiteri was one of the best central defenders I could get. He also comes from the second division. Well, he also didn't play that much. Let's see how he does this year. Then Polanco. Polanco is another midfielder center. He's Argentinian. Comes from the Chabad from last year from the division that we are currently now. Played most of the games last season, 664. Not the best average, but still, let's see how he does. He'll probably be half the time on the bench, half the time playing. Um, Now, this will be one of our top players and the last foreigner that I managed to get this season. 31 years old, pretty good in dribbling and first touch. Not so good in finishing, but fitness and pace, which are important things on this division. He's good. He's Nigerian. He also played in the second division last year, but he has some first division experience also with Berzebuga. So he played most of his life in um, in Malta, or all his life in Malta. Let's see if he can make some goals for us. The most expensive signing, someone for the future and for the present actually, it's a midfielder center, 16 years old, very good at the moment. It cost me 17K from Premier side Juliana, where he actually played almost every game last season. Although 616 is not impressive, but this guy is only 16 years old, so yeah. Then Yanni Muscat, also 16 years old, goalkeeper. He'll be our top goalkeeper, only at 16. Very good here, also communication. Pretty good stats for this division. He comes from actually from third division where he had 7.02, so pretty good uh, stats. We also bought another two guys. This guy from St. Andrews. St. Andrews played in our division. He's also only 18 years old, playing for the under 21s. One of the guys that will start in midfielder center, Matthew Golamier, um, also played most of the games in the second division, also with a pretty good average rating for a team like St. Andrews. They were supposed to climb up, but didn't. He has. He also comes from Empoli, so I have a lot of good things that I want to see from this player. And finally, for Hibernians, the team that won the league 2 years ago, uh, another 18-year-old, another guy for the future, a defender left. Very, very good physical stats. Um, although he was loaned out last season, he played still some 5 games in the Premier League in the first year, 693. It's also a guy that is in the under 21s, although not playing, but still in the squad. Right. So actually, looking at Malta at the moment, we don't have anyone in the main squad in the national team. There are these two guys who transferred. None of them will come to my club. It's interesting that clearly Malta is a bad team, but only one guy plays abroad. I think it's Omonia. He plays in Omonia in Cyprus. Andrew Shembri. Is this Qatar? I don't know if it's a Malta club. Yeah, from Premier League. So everyone else plays in Malta. I tried to look at most of these players, but none of them want to go to my squad. Under 21s, so we have now two guys in the under 21s, Connor Borg and Dion Muscat, the goalkeeper. They're both not, or Connor Borg is the only one that is playing on the starting 11, but also Muscat is only 16, so this 15-year-old here. Where is this guy from? From Floriana. Kind of scout this player. Actually gonna scout all the guys that are 15. Right, and on the under 19 squad, I'm gonna do actually the same. But at this squad we have Vela and Gomier, so both of them are actually in the starting all the matches. The other 19s, the stuff group, so but I will be expecting to see if they can do well. Right. So going back into training, that's been nothing changed. The tactic is exactly the same as last season, so the 4-4-2. And let's first just talk about the league. Um, let's look at the season preview first. We're going to finish 12th, so on the relegation spots. This league, three guys go down. Although here we have exactly the same as Aram. They also came from the second division as us, or the third tier as us. So it'll be a tough time to go up. It's Naxar and Melita and Vitoriosa. These are the top three teams to go up. Nassar also comes from the Premier League. They have been up and down a bit, but yeah, this will be probably the hardest team to beat by far. 133 seems the odds are very good for them to actually return to the Premier League. Right. Um, yeah. So what I wanted to say is like you see here, the three less teams go down, the two first teams go up, and the third team will actually play a playoff against the 10th place here. This league has been going down quite a bit. We are 144th league in the world or in Europe. Also, the Premier League is only 79, so below the Sky Bet League too. So not a very good league, to be honest. What reputation do they have? Let's just check this. So Malta. They have 2.5 stars. That's not that bad. And our league has probably 1 star or even half a star. Yeah, half a star still. So we are close here to Hungarian lower divisions, fourth league of Holland, second league of Belarus. Yeah, all these regional leagues from Ukraine. So, like I said, the objective is actually to go into the Champions League in 10 seasons. At the moment, we are starting the third season, so we already climbed two tiers. I don't think it will be that easy this time to get into the promotion spots. But still, let's see how the team goes. Um, the board expects us to stay clear of relegation, um, and here to reach the third round. We're in the second round. We get Zurich, team from the second division that we should be able to beat without much problem. So we should be able at least to get to the third round. This is an important thing because here you actually get some money. Last, on the friendlies, not a bad start. We started with a 1-1 draw against the team from fourth league, I think. Yeah, from the fourth league. Um, then a 3-1 win against SKVW from the other island um, competition. Then with Harum that we are actually playing today, we lost 1-2. We won against Ligia A, which is a team from our division, and we won by 5-2. Then on the Siemens Cup, which is our the cup that I do every year, we lost to Siracusa from Italy, uh, from the fifth tier in Italy, 1-2, and then we won against Bulga from the third division, and then we won against the under 19s by 2-1. As you can see here, Peter Paul Samet has been doing very well, scoring in almost every game, so a lot of goals. Um, and now the game that I'm gonna show you today is the first league match. We only have like 26 games, I think, again, and this will be against Harum, a team that came from us, also from the second division, so the third tier. Last season they were second, we won that league. So this is probably one of the games that we need to win in order to sorry, in order to get the results that we want. So Samut is gonna play also. The match preview, team selection. Team selection is already done, as you've seen. Oh, I told you that Restitution was actually staying at the bench, but I changed that a bit. He will actually start, at least for this game. Nikolov is not playing because he's half injured. So let's see what we can make out of this first game. It's also for me a good touch to understand how far you can get. They go with a very attacking formation, actually. I'm surprised. So, I'm actually gonna start encounter. We barely ever start well this on the first day of the league. Let's see if we can make it a bit different this time. Playing with the same instructions as before, left passing, pass it space, play the flanks, prevent goalkeeper distribution and higher tempo. At the moment, Hiram completely dominating the game, so I'm going to try to control it. No opportunities or clear-cut chances yet. Okay, this one is for them, so nice to them here. That pass there is to me. I don't know why I'm running too many programs here, but the game has some. It's a bit slow here in 3D. I'm sorry for that. They have an opportunity there. Fuck. In front of goal. I don't know if this was outside actually. No, it was not. Shit. Tell them to get creative. Gimia seems to be in trouble. None of our players are playing well. Actually, they had like we are being completely dominated. I'm gonna take the I think the kind of board and I'm going with an attacking approach. Maybe this will work out better. Actually, only our keeper is performing well with 7.1. Nice, Samet. Maybe he can make another one. Nice pass. Oh, how the hell did he save this? Ah, it was also a nice corner there. Unfortunately, no one to put it in. Now we're playing better in the second half, at least it's beginning. Nice. Oh, and yet again, he defends the strike from our Nigerian striker. They have some new players I see. Some foreigners. That guy seems to be Brazilian. Come on, Samut. Come on. Borg. They're very aggressive there in front of the attack. Oh, and they have another chance. Oh, that was a nice play. But also, us in defense, that was pretty bad. I don't know what to do. Polanco is also playing pretty bad, so I'm gonna put Caruana in. No, I'm gonna put Bella in. Um, yeah, I have no one else to put in at the moment that I can see resolve this game. Just take the ball out of there. Come on, come on. Oh, they have another chance. Oh. They were a hard team to beat also last year. So with the new players that they bought, and they scored the third one. Oh, it was disallowed. So we're not playing well. Tell them to push forward. Okay, I'm gonna take Ewuram out and just put the zero in. The zero out last, although he theoretically not one of the best players. He has made some nice goals in the past, some decisive goals. Let's see if we can still at least get 1 point here. Gonna go on overload, get them in fluid modes. It doesn't seem to be helping. As you can see, we're dominated and they have and they scored the third one from free kick. So it's a really poor start of the season, mostly because it's a game against a team that we should get points against. Yeah, oh, the zero actually scores, but it will not count for much. 3-1, but the game is over. We're playing the last minute. So like I said, we never really started out well the league, so it's not much to worry about per se. But I'm just not happy. Not really about what, also about the result, but oh, and we get a fourth one. Okay, but now we are overloaded, so we are opening spaces. It's rare that some balls will go in. Oh, the zero also flying from the middle of the field. So we actually lose 4-1. But what I didn't really like was that we were completely dominated. Yeah, 22-9. Also, possession. They had much more possession than we did. We made a lot of fouls. Maybe I'll actually look into the tactics for the next few games and see if we can change something there, because this kind of results are not going to fly this season. We need to make better, mostly against teams like Karam or Maklavra. So the weaker sides, also against Medina. There's one actually against San Juan. Okay, but this is it. I'll see what I can do. And the next game that I'll be doing the live coverage will be probably here against Viechi or Ligia home. So it'll be mid-season. Um, until then, if you like the game, if you like the video, please click on the like button. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. And any comments are welcome. Until then, bye-bye.